Okay, I am going to Magic Mountain. My friends have been waiting on me. I fell asleep on them, so now I'm gonna go and suntan myself up and get on the road. So traffic on my initial freeway is always tricky. I always have to like jam myself in between all these semis. Driving in LA, traffic is definitely challenging, but you get used to it, I guess. I picked me up some Starbucks because I need it. Sorry, I'm still getting used to this whole like trying to document everything. I kind of missed some steps here and there. I'll get used to it, but yay, got my coffee. Okay, so I parked and my friend Lauren suggested that I drop a pin. Took me forever to get here, but here I am. So here we go at Magic Mountain. I'm about to go in. A little bit of a walk. Didn't want to wait in that big line with the buses. So I'm walking to guest services to get my card fixed so I can put it in the app, because it's annoying to have to carry a card with you every time you go to an amusement park. Everything's taken care of. So, yay. Got some insoles because my feet were killing me. Yay. So I get to Twisted Colossus and my friends like, just go in front of everyone and catch up to us in line. They're right towards the front and they think it's cool, just cut through. And I'm sure it's not a big deal, but I can't do it. I just can't bring myself to do it. It makes me uncomfortable. So I'm gonna wait until they get out of this ride.
She's just as unpredictable as the Joker himself.
Head into the next room, where Cyborg will brief you on the vehicle and high-tech weaponry you'll use on your mission. Good luck.
We need your help to break in and rescue them. Oh, we've got lots of fun in store for your little citizens brigade.
Don't do the left
We're in line for the Riddler.
To the past, owes opinions. People's hope is his vengeance. When the sun fades from the sky, through the black shines a beacon. Right at home, among demons, justice feels what's wrong or right.
Just got myself a water, and apparently I can't walk very far before my heart pounds out of its chest. Ah! We're in line for, what's this called?
Tattoo.
Which is the one that makes you fly like Superman, right?
Yes, yeah.
And apparently we're gonna fly like this, on our bellies. I'm excited about this.
Why do you make the mental choice coming to the theme park to wear shoes that don't stay on your body?
I cannot give you a solid answer to that.
I've just seen like 6 people without shoes already. I'm like, that's not, that's disease.
Watch this.
Why?
Here we go, we're going to win from Bar East Tots.
I can't wait! I'm so excited!
So cute too. You're cute, Kyle.
Hey yo, like what's up? We just rode that, and it was just so much fun. That's a terrible song. That was actually terrifying.
That was perfect.
I actually screamed.
This is what happened on that ride. It was like a cartoon. It was like, sorry.
This is my hair now. Just went on my favorite ride, Batman. It's the perfect balance of fear and it's fast enough that you don't even catch on to the fact that you're on a terrifying ride. It was good. 6:14 a.m. Went home, it was dark. Picked at some kind of thing on my face the other day, and that was stupid. Lauren told me to stop, and I couldn't help myself. I had a horrible nightmare about my former job. I tend to have those. They treated me terribly. I threatened to sue them after they let me go, after I felt betrayed. And it wasn't just that, it was also because of the way they treated me. And the fact that, you know, more than anything, they technically needed to pay me for all the extra hours I put in that was on a contract that they said they would pay me for. And they didn't. They didn't believe I was working while I was here. Because as soon as I moved to California, I did remote work for them. They thought I was at the beach because they have no concept of what California's like. And instead, I spent literally nonstop hours staring at my computer screen, often never sleeping. 1 week in particular where I really racked up the hours where I was awake the entire week, and it was Christmas week. And I never slept. I was gonna let it go, but the way that they let me go, it was the final betrayal and a lot of things. One of the bosses there had something against me right from the get-go, because every single day I was there, he was never pleasant to me. So I had a nightmare about that. It really bothers me. Now I'm gonna go take a shower. So I just got out of the shower. I'm now waking up realizing how much that dream bothered me. Originally, when it happened, it sent me back years. Sometimes people can come in your lives and everyone keeps saying, it's up to you to let it bother you. It's up to you to control it. And yeah, they're right. It is totally up to you to let it bother you. But at the same time, when you're someone like me, which I'll get into later, it's very hurtful and it's hard and it leaves a permanent mark that changes you for the rest of your life. And I know that this sounds really stupid, but I'm like broken because of it. Just waking up, it's like I'm blaming myself somehow all over again. Because I'm afraid. I'm terrified to work for somebody. I went to school for 8 years so I could have a good job and be a good, responsible adult. And then these people they see me as a number who makes them money, and I saw them as family. So that's why I sued them or sent out a warning of a lawsuit. It hasn't gone away. And I know that people keep telling you gotta let it go, but I think people sometimes confuse unattentiveness that I can't help with laziness or lack of care or interest. It sucks. It sucks because I can't do a normal job. I can't have a boss because I'm afraid. Terrified because I don't want them to destroy me again. I always went above and beyond. I always took on extra projects and helped out other people's projects because I wanted their company to grow because I cared, and that backfired on me every time. They instead were like, what's going on with this project? Why is it messed up? They didn't ever get to understand what was really happening. They were a business. I understand that's how the business world works, but it's heartless and it's soulless and it's cruel. And it's insensitive, especially to someone like me who cared, truly. I couldn't even talk about it for 3 years. And of course I have to have a nightmare about it all over again. So I get to relive those memories and feel like I've experienced new ones that were just as painful. So that's why I'm on YouTube. I don't mind comments. Comments can be hurtful. Some people can be really mean. Some people can upset me. I am a very sensitive person, and I get a lot of, not nice comments sometimes. I get some nice ones too though, and they're really encouraging and they really make me feel so much better. But no matter what the comments I've gotten, nothing has ever hurt me as much as my old workplace did. I wish I could go back there and I wish I could make everything right because that's how I am. That's how I'm built. Even pay them their money back from the lawsuit, or at least pay the right people back. My one boss I loved, but the other boss hated my guts. They put someone in charge who was young and naive, mismanaged things, and slowed down the creative process, and everyone sided with her, even though she was one of the most destructive things they had ever brought in there. I wish I could put it behind me, and I think that was part of the reason I wanted to do the lawsuit. I felt like somehow there's been so much injustice served, and I was treated so poorly that somehow if I just put it to them, it wasn't about me needing money. I mean, technically they owed me it. They really did. It's even on the contract that we all equally signed. But it was more about the fact that they hurt me and I felt betrayed. And the very first job I ever had, I got forced out of, and it sucked. Yeah. So now I'm on YouTube because even though it doesn't pay, at least, you know, there's hope. No one's making me feel like crap. Not really. Hopefully in the long run this makes me stronger, because comments I get from people, sometimes they're really mean and other times I'm like, you know what? You're probably hurting. Good morning to me. breakfast. Today's a new day. I live in California. I have mountains in my background. I should be grateful for my situation. I do have it good. And I'm very fortunate. I'm very lucky, you know. I have a lot. I'm headed to Starbucks. I'm getting myself a coffee and some egg bites. I would like a Trenta iced coffee with extra cream and no sweetener.
Trenta iced coffee with extra cream and no sweetener, okay?
And I will have the bacon egg bites.
Oh my gosh, doesn't like me. I beat it. There you go.
Thanks. Today was not as productive as I wanted it to be, which is why you didn't see me record a lot. To be honest, I played Twitch. I attempted to take a nap and it didn't work. So now I'm gonna try to go to bed early tonight. I have a new episode of Fan Theory due tomorrow morning. I'm not pushing myself too much right now because everyone says that I will end up burning out. Okay, now I'm gonna go get my food. Yay. So I'm now home, got my poke, got my Netflix on, and I'm gonna chill out to some Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt because I feel like I need some kind of perk me up because I'm just not feeling it and I hate it and it's awful and it's very lonely. Let's see how this goes. Yay. So I totally crashed hard on the couch the minute I ate my poke. Now I'm tired and now I'm gonna force out an edit. So I'm just waking up. I just had some more breakfast. It is Thursday morning. I'm hating this hairdo, but I'm growing it out only because I said I was going to, and I'm kind of a completionist. There's my pup. There's my other pup. She can't jump. Anyway, I don't know what happened yesterday. I think it was because I got up too early and so I couldn't focus. Yeah, I'm gonna work on stuff. I'm not gonna stay in this bed very long because every time I sit here, it's dangerous, so I probably should get up. In fact, I'm gonna force myself up because I can already tell that I want to get drowsy, so I'm not gonna do that. These two make it harder to not want to just sleep in bed. I'm gonna get some work done, and I'm gonna get this out as my first ever week in the life of Kyle vlog or whatever the heck I want to call it. One more thing I totally forgot. I am putting up the first ever episode of We Watch Winchester on Tuesday. I would put it up on Wednesday following We Watch Whedon, but YouTube has an algorithm that apparently doesn't highlight your videos if they are less than 12 hours apart. So expect We Watch Winchester on Tuesday. Check that out.